This video, we're going to take a look at the arm. So we're going to look at a lot of the muscles of the arm. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So if we start right here, we're going to have this muscle right here. This is called the pectoralis major. So this is the pectoralis major right here. And again, we're going to keep saying the function so we can get that drilled into you guys' head. The pectoralis major, it flexes the whole arm at the shoulder joint. It adducts at the shoulder joint. And it also does medial rotation at the shoulder joint. Okay, so that's the pectoralis major. Right here, this big superficial muscle right here, this is called the deltoid. And there's three heads, anterior, middle, and posterior head of the deltoid. Now the deltoid muscle in general, it does abduction at the shoulder joint. But obviously, you have three heads. So the anterior head could technically do flexion at the shoulder joint. The lateral head could do abduction, and the rear head of the deltoid could do extension at the shoulder joint. So that's something that you could technically say, but in general, we usually just say deltoid muscle abduction at the shoulder joint. Okay? Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn it over. All right, so now we're going to take a look here. This is a deep muscle. You can see this cut chunk of muscle right here. This is the trapezius muscle, the superior trapezius. But underneath this thick trapezius muscle, we have the supraspinatus that sits in the supraspinous fossa. And it actually inserts with the supraspinous tendon, and it helps to be able to do abduction at the shoulder. So it does abduction at the shoulder. So again, supraspinatus muscle right here does abduction at the shoulder joint. All right, so if I turn a little bit here again, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the deltoid muscle off so we can see this big superficial muscle. I'm going to take that off here so that we can see some of these deeper muscles again. So if you look here, I got this big chunk of muscle all right here, all this big chunk of muscle. This is all the infraspinatus. And the infraspinatus, again, it laterally rotates. Okay, so it helps to be able to externally rotate or pull the arm back or the humerus back, right? So that's what its design is to be able to do lateral rotation or external rotation. This muscle right here that we can see, this is actually going to be the teres minor. So this is the teres minor. And the teres minor does the same thing as the infraspinatus. It does lateral rotation or external rotation of the shoulder. So that means that the infraspinatus and the teres minor are synergist to each other for that action. And then if you look here, we got another big chunk of muscle right here. This is called the teres